Hey guys, I'm Liam and you are watching Jeep Sheep TV. This is a video I've been putting off for, well, 2 months, right? This is a recap video of 2022. And I apologize for the echo. That's part of my announcement this year, but we'll get to that. So yes, this is the recap for 2021.
22.
What happened on Jeep Sheep TV in 2021?
Seriously? It's 2022. This happened in 2022. This is why editing takes so long.
Or in this case, more specifically, what didn't happen on Jeep Sheep TV, but happened in my life, which will hopefully soon be on Jeep Sheep TV. So the first one is the Wrangler got a new frame, but only 75%. So I welded in the rear 75% of a frame because I got a really good deal from Greg at Unofficially Use Only. Yes, I'm plugging his channel. Go watch his stuff. He gave me a frame for $3. Or did he? Did I pay for that? Don't remember. Either way, I got a frame from Greg and I was able to then section out the part that was no good and put it onto my Wrangler with the part that was good on that, and voila, all fixed. I'm going to cut the frame right here. And we have a whole other frame that we're going to splice in right there, because all of that looks pretty darn good. And all of that looks pretty darn not. Also made a skid plate for the gas tank because it was all rusted out. There'll be a video about that at some point. That was a lot of fun. Another thing that I did with Greg, he taught me how to make one, and we made it out of like this super thick diamond plate. It's really cool, really tough, and it turned out really nice. Let's see, what else did we do? Oh yes, I increased the capacity of the gas tank, which is on the channel. I actually posted that for you guys, which was another thing from Greg. He taught me that the Wrangler gas tanks have 2 capacities, but they're actually the same tank and that you can just convert one into the other. So that was pretty cool. In other news, if you have been a fan of this channel for a while, you've probably heard me say the words Gone Jeepin. Gone Jeepin is another YouTube channel that I am very involved in fact, probably more so than this one anymore. Not on purpose, but it's just kind of how it's been happening. Gone Jeepin was recently as of 2022, so like a year ago, acquired by the company 1941 Media, which I am 1/6 owner of. Therefore, I now am part owner of Gone Jeepin. So go over there and watch all kinds of videos on that channel, and we're going to be talking about some of the things that popped up on that channel in this video as well. Yeah. Anyway, big cool stuff coming from 1941 Media. You don't want to miss that, and that will be on the Gone-GPN channel. Okay, what else happened? We're going to go through some of these kind of quick. I went to the Autorama in Detroit. If you're in Detroit, cool. If you like cool custom cars, it's like a mini SEMA in a way. Very mini, but still really cool cars. Liked that a lot. Took some videos, never posted them. I tried to write automotive type articles for a magazine and learned that I don't like writing, and I never even submitted them. Renovated our kitchen. Yeah, that was a lot of work. Another reason why I wasn't doing a lot of editing. I attended the Jeep Blessing in Michigan. It's in Mesick? I don't know. Really cool off-road course. Different difficulties, great crowd. I brought my mom and took her off-roading for the first time, and that was so much fun. And also pretty funny.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. I'm not exaggerating right now. Okay.
That way? Thank you.
Oh my gosh, okay. Oh my gosh.
I botched the ending because I was laughing so hard.
Oh my gosh, okay. I'll try to be cooler.
Okay,
I'm gonna try to be cooler.
Orlo first.
Okay.
Where are you filming? I
I don't know what I'm filming.
But the action is good.
Okay.
And I let her drive the Wrangler.
All right. How was it?
It was fun.
It was easy, right?
That one wasn't too bad. And now I should do the big one.
BYOT, Backyard Overland Tour. What is that? If you've seen the channel, I have like teasers for it. The Backyard Overland Tour is a trip through the Upper Peninsula of Michigan done by myself and Joe Schigel and a guy named Joe McNally and a buttload of sponsors that I'll mention in just a minute here. There. I went to the Upper Peninsula 3 times last year, 2 of which were pre-runs, just to go and get it figured out and get the route established. One of the times that I went up into the Upper Peninsula, I had the pleasure of taking a Maximus 3. Go and look them up if you don't know. They make a lot of parts for JLs and JKs. Maximus 3 Jeep. They just handed me the keys and said, go get, not stuck in the woods. I went up there, met up with Todd from Trails Off-Road, who was a huge help in our Overland tour, and he also did some mapping of the Upper Peninsula, so if you use his app, you can find some trails up there. His app does a really good job of telling you what you can and cannot do with your rig and places that are legal to camp, so that way we're going to be using the land properly and keep it open for everyone to use forever, hopefully, because land use is cool. I attended a lavender festival with my wife. That was fun. I also attended the Jeepers Jamboree, the 70th annual Jeepers Jamboree on the Rubicon Trail in an Expedition de las Americas Jeep, which, if you don't know, Expedition de las Americas was a project of Mark Smith. I think I'm saying that right. Who started the Jamboree. So anyway, it was the 70th anniversary, and I was in a historic Jeep that had really close ties to the Jamboree and has been on many Jamborees over the years. I did that with Chris Collard, and all of that is on the Gone Jeepin channel, and you really don't want to miss out on that because it's like the coolest thing ever, and it was a really great trip.
Close your eyes and turn your mind. What a struggle just to make a point proving the whole damn world is blind. The whole damn world is blind.
I attended the Detroit, it's the Woodward Dream Cruise, but it's in Detroit, which is not a big deal. I lived, giving away some secrets here, I lived, past tense, really close to Woodward Avenue, and so it was just walking out the door and looking at cool cars. Another thing that happened that you might see on the channel is Brett, the guy who I co-own this ambulance with, he bought a Dune buggy, and we got it running, and we took it out to the dunes and got it stuck in the sand. That was a lot of fun. Scene change. Whoa. So, another thing that took up like half the year or more was this here, 1972 Jeep Commando. If you're on Instagram or whatever, you might know that I was working on it. If not, ta-da, 1972 Jeep Commando. This is another thing. Greg, unofficial use only, dropped this off at my house one day. Said, good luck. And I will tell you, free Jeeps are not cheap because it needed a lot of work. But we got it up and running, and just in time, like just in time. We're talking the oil pan was off like a night before the Overland tour, which this was going on. Hell or high water. Overland tour, Jeep Commando. So it's got an AMC 304 V8, which is running mostly. It has a front Mahindra axle, which is exciting. There will be videos on that. It will have a rear Mahindra axle. I just haven't gotten to it yet. It has Rancho shocks. Why is that important? Because Rancho was a sponsor of the Backyard Overland Tour. And it's creepy in here. More on that. And they supplied shocks to Joe in his M715 as well. Let's see, what else? It has, they're hard to see under here, but those are some massive Tyree lights. T-Y-R-I, Tyree lights. Look them up, seriously. American-made LED lights. They're bright, like wow bright. Okay. And they're just like, they're super efficient, and there's a lot of science and engineering that goes into them. And like, I nerd out on it all day talking to these guys. They're fantastic. They were the title sponsor for our Overland tour, and they outfitted our vehicles with their lights. These are like top of the line, good stuff. I also have the Dynamax mufflers. Sorry, this door keeps opening and it scares me every time. It's windy. I have Dynamax mufflers. They also provided me some parts. Same guy, Mike over at Rancho. He provided me with the shocks and the mufflers and some pipe, and was a total lifesaver in getting this project done in time. There was no way it was going to happen without his help. Yeah, look at this thing. It's a beast. So cool. Should we try to cold start it? I mean, why not, right? While we're here. The barn says yes. Yeah, the barn. Let's try it. No guarantees. This guy is touchy. Ooh, we're not even in park. Ho 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 ho! Oh boy, we were very out of gas too. I'll give it a little bit. Ho 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 ho! Stay alive. Come on, you can do it. Come on, stay alive. There's those lights. It's doing it. Nope, won't rev right now. But it will when it warms up. Woohoo! Stinky. Rich. So, after the Overland tour ends at the Detroit 4 Fest, which is a ton of fun. And you should totally go if you're in the area or really anywhere nearby. It's a good festival. Lots of great people come out. After the 4 Fest is when things get kind of weird. Which is another reason why I haven't been editing anything. After the 4 Fest, I quit my job in the automotive industry, and then we sold our house. And after that, I went to SEMA. Yeah, so I hopped in a truck with Greg. Again, he's the star of this show. Greg, unofficial use only. We got in a truck and we hauled some vehicles out to SEMA for Quadratech, where we showed off the build that Greg had done for Quadratech, the 2-door Gladiator, the JTE. Also on the Gone Jeepin site. Go check that out. Dude, it is sick. It's so cool. I really love his build. He did a really, really good job. SEMA was awesome. We saw a lot of really cool stuff. We met everybody. If they're on a TV show involving off-road stuff, I probably met them. It was a really, really good trip. Had a ton of fun. And then came back, moved everything. And actually, believe it or not, and this is crazy, I moved half of my stuff on the Overland tour. So we actually hauled this guy up to the Upper Peninsula on a car hauler on behind a U-Haul full of half of my stuff. And the Wrangler is being driven behind it. We swapped them. We put the Wrangler on the car hauler. All of that went to my in-laws' house. Me and a friend, Gage, we got in this thing, and we did the Overland tour in this, making it the only vehicle that I had available to me other than Gage's car. So, like, my car only, this was that was the only car I had. Fortunately, at the end of the Overland tour, the engine decided to stop running, and it put a push rod through a rocker arm, which made it go no-mo. So I ended up driving Gage's car for a while, and thanks to him, things worked out. But anyway, fast forwarding, that was kind of a backtrack. Fast forwarding, go to SEMA, come back from SEMA. Flew my wife out to Las Vegas. We saw the Hoover Dam, which was awesome. And then we came back, and then we moved the rest of the stuff to Wisconsin. And then started a new job, which I won't tell you where I'm working, but I will tell you that there may be some videos about a brand new Polaris RZR on this channel in the future. Not sure. And then I bought a house and a barn and a shop and 2 small, somewhat insignificant buildings and a few acres. So, been busy. This is the barn. It's big. Don't know what's going to happen out here yet. Currently, it's housing the Commando. Periodically, when I can get it through the snow, it will house the Ambulance, which you should know about, but if you don't, there's videos on the channel about the Ambulance. We're going to take a walk. It's going to get really dark for a minute and scary. Told you. Still dark and scary. It's not getting any better. So, of course, because I wait till the last minute to do everything, it's super dark out. But we'll turn on the little light. Yeah, you can barely see that. That's the barn. And this is the shop, which is where we started the video. There's the house. Now that I did it in the dark on purpose, because otherwise you might be able to figure out where I live. Which is fine, because I like most of you, and I would be happy if you come visit. But, probably shouldn't be posting that. Here's a little building, another little building. That's the Wrangler, you can barely see it. And we're back. Liam, why have you not been editing? Well, I'm painting my shop white and working on an ambulance and getting the Commando stuck in the snow and the Wrangler stuck in the snow pulling it out and the ambulance stuck in the snow, and we bought a car hauler so we can do projects and things. And anyway, so a lot of junk on the floor, but it's a lot bigger. Like a lot bigger. Yeah. So hopefully there will be some new videos, and hopefully there will be some good stuff, and hopefully projects are easier with more space. And hopefully I can afford it all. Thanks for sticking with me so far, you guys. We've gotten a lot of views for the minimal amount of effort I put into this channel. Actually, I put a lot of effort into it, but the minimal amount of content that I've actually produced, we've gotten a lot of views, and that's because of you. Also, the Supercharger project has almost paid for itself, which is awesome in ad revenue. So maybe in the future, you'll see a video titled How to Supercharge Your Jeep for Free, which is basically just make videos about it. I do not remember the statistics, but I think it came down to, like, if you divide all the numbers, at any given moment, 2 people are watching one of my videos, which is probably not actually true, but if you divide the number of views, which makes me wonder why. Why are 2 people at any given moment watching the video that I made? That's pretty crazy. But for whatever reason, if you're watching this, you're one of the few people that probably are watching the stuff that I make. And so that is awesome, and I thank you, and I beg you to go and check out the other things I'm doing on Gone Jeepin', and I beg you to check out Unofficial Use Only, and let's see, there's a lot of really cool guys out there. One coming to mind right now is Days of Pain and Victory, because I promised to give him some sort of exposure and never did. David Tracy is off doing the Autopian, which is the whole newspaper autoblog thing. It's really cool. He does a lot of cool stuff. I like that guy. Yeah, lots of really good stuff is happening. So here's to actually editing some of the videos I just told you about. And yeah, I mean, I've got probably, I don't know, many hours worth of content for you that's just never been edited. So we'll get there. In the meantime, I'm going to make this wall look like this wall so it's easier to do video out here. See ya.